Hi guys, it's Monday, week 34, so first day of my new training block, so I've got today planned out and it's I'm aiming for 3 hours zone 2 today, might be 2.5 depending on how I feel, and then gym this evening and then going to be racing tomorrow evening, so yeah, off on the bike, see how we get on. Just topping up to 3 hours now, feeling strong on the pedals and heart rate's come up, power's coming up, so yeah, happy with that. Just stop now. Hey guys, it's Tuesday, just doing 45 minutes zone 2, making sure the legs aren't cooked. Yeah, feeling fine. Easy spin now, then heading to Manchester this evening and going to be doing 2 races, so that's at 7 o'clock. So wanted to do a little ride in the morning. I'll get everything ready and head off. Cap 234, 55-minute crit, and then immediately after that it's a Cap 34, 45-minute crit. New circuit, pretty narrow, twisty and turny, so a bit like Ennerdale I did a couple of weeks ago. Get out there, try and race smart, try and go for the win, but see what I got in legs on the day, and the brain. It's not just legs and brain. The brain's the thing I need to work on more, really. Arrived at Tameside, sun's out, lovely day at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. 1 hour and a quarter until the first race, and then I've got 5 minutes. So do the first race, which is going to be 55 minutes, then 5-minute rest between before the next race. So yeah, obviously still going to aim to finish the first race, even if I'm absolutely gassed, and I'll struggle my ass off in the second race. But yeah, just get out on track, see how it goes. It looks nice. It looks it's narrow, but yeah, just see how it is. Transponder for the first time today, but not gonna need to get an old inner tube to make that aero, like they say. Bike's ready to go. Got the sensor on there, the chip, taped it over with electrical tape, bigumified it. Right, it's go time. Try to get on track. Got 10 minutes. Yeah, it's nice and sunny now, but with the sun going to be setting and wind might get. It's not getting cloudy, but wind might pick up. So went with the arm warmers. So yeah, just get on track. See how it goes. Finished now. Started 2 races under the belt back to back. First one was a Cat 234, being a Cat 4 and not the most experienced racer. I was really struggling on that. So such a narrow circuit, it's like impossible to move up, and the one place I was able to move up, like I felt like it was safe, and then I got shouted at. Hopefully I didn't put anyone in danger going, like diving up the inside of this chicane hairpin, but I just couldn't be bothered to try and make any moves after that, because it was just impossible to get anywhere. Felt like you just needed to be at the front from the start, and then just hold that wheel. But yeah, I got round, finished in the bunch. So narrow that you can't like go around in a sprint at all. So I just like basically just came last of the first bunch, and then a couple of minutes off, and then it was the Cat 3-4 race. Started on the first row, which helped for sure. Which meant you were out of trouble, but because of the less experienced riders, it was like easier to navigate your way through as well. And there was a group of 10 of us that got off the front within the first couple of laps, and it was a lot shorter. The first race was 40 laps, second race was only 20 laps. Like I said, there was 10 of us off the front or so. I was kind of just on the back of them, to be honest. We weren't being so narrow, it was just holding the positions, and they were going faster through the corners, so I was kind of getting dropped out the corners and having to catch back on. But yeah, I was able to stick with them for the whole duration, and I think I rolled an attack off the front, got caught back, and then did another attack, and then it turned into chaos because we were going past lap riders. Like I did an attack off the front, and then there was lap riders to navigate, so I was slotting on like a lap rider and have to move around them. Bit chaotic, and so I think there was a 2-man break up the road that ended up winning. I could see them sprinting it out between them in front of me, and I'd attacked the remaining group out of one of the last corners, just before the last big corner, and I just held on in in a long sprint for third, I think. So yeah, decent finish, best finish so far, but definitely a lot to learn to place well in the 2-3-4 race, because yeah, just so hard to move up. We'll only get better time. I think I should spin down for 10 minutes on the rollers actually. In the dark, in the car park. I'll put the headlights on. 20 minutes spin on the rollers, just about to head home. 9:30 now. Had something to eat. I think it's time to actually fuck off and get home. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Gonna get out on the bike for an hour and do some, sounds silly, but do some clipping in practice, and do the proper technique for clipping in a lot more reliably and ideally first time. Not terrible at clipping in, but yeah, it's just it's a thing at the start where I'll spin my pedal and be like, oh, fuck's sake. So yeah, I want to get that dialed. So start playing around with that today, and probably do some cornering practice as well. Then come back and do some time in the TT position, I reckon. So yeah, get out on the road. Nice day for it. So yeah, like 40 minutes of clipping in practice there. Back on the rollers instead. Found that was probably the best way and easiest way to reliably just clip in, clip out, clip in, clip out. Yeah, I intuitively know the technique of like flipping the pedal. You flip the pedal with your toe, and then that's the right way up, and you clip in. Even though I knew how to do it, like my consistency with it was so unreliable. Like, I'll be able to do it without looking, just off instinct. But then sometimes I just spin the pedal, and then I spin the pedal, and I spin the pedal. So yeah, trying to get a lot more consistent with it, and trying to be able to clip in first time. And if I don't clip in first time, be like a very high certainty that I'll not mess up the second attempt at a clip in. It's funny that it's just like one of the things you overlook, just like, oh, maybe I should learn to get really good at clipping in. Hop on the TT bike now to do some TT work. Back to doing 4 minutes in TT position, 1 minute rest. Do that for 100 minutes to get 80 minutes of work done in the new TT position. My whoosh crashed on me after 45 minutes. Didn't upload my workout yesterday, now it crashes on me. Typical. Heart rate won't connect, so just going to boot up the Wahoo instead. Just finished 80 minutes of work in TT position, topping up to basically 3 hours total riding for today. All zone 2, zone 1 sort of thing. Yeah, feeling good. Good to be back to doing some proper training and just keep diligent and consistent with it. And hopefully, I know I'll see the fitness gains coming from that. So, guys, Thursday, first session of the new TT block today, which is a 40-minute threshold effort with 3 2-minute spikes. Now, since I overcooked that FTP test last week, I know that I'm going to be really doing it to feel and making sure I'm being conservative with my threshold, aim for like 360 maybe. But basically want to finish the session, and since it's one continuous effort for the whole session, like you don't, if you overcook it, there's no coming back from it basically. So yeah, I'd rather ramp it up a little bit at the end, go easier at the start. So yeah, training's also being really weird today. The flywheel speed's getting too high. It's not communicating well with my whoosh, I don't think. Seems like the power's down, but we'll just see. Dual recording the activity, so recording on the Asioma at least as well. Just finished my warm up, done my sprints. It's like 1250 watt seated sprints, which are decent. Hard TT session, so see how I get on with that. Got it done. Very hard session that, because it's just one continuous effort, but so it's 46 minutes on, no off. So because of that, you have to properly pace it, where like you can't blow up on the threshold efforts, which means I'll probably be underpacing it for the first few weeks, but then I'll really get the hang of it by the end of the block, really. But yeah, so you can't overcook it, because otherwise you die and don't finish the session. But then because of the VO2 max spikes, you can really push yourself to the limit, like just emptying the tank on that final effort, that final 2 minutes, because there's nothing else after that. So yeah, it's a really nice balance of learning to be in better touch with your body as to what you can actually sustain for an hour, but then also digging really deep on those surges. So yeah, happy with that. Got to train 46 minutes, no rest though. Hard work, crazy. almost touching the desk. I moved it like 40-30 centimeters further back from the desk when I started and moved all the way forward. That's just going to be the norm. Well, it has been the norm for weeks, so yeah. Whew. Just an easy spin now. Just topping up to 3 hours now. It's Friday, just doing 2 hours zone 2 today, do some time in TT position as well, very standard, and then I'm actually away at the weekend, so taking 2 days off, probably go for a couple of runs, but no riding, but brought it back up to only 2 hours today. That's 14 hours for the week, so back up to standard volume and try and ramp it up a little bit more over the next few weeks, see if I can maintain that high intensity work, but then also bring the volume a little bit up. That'd be good, that's the goal. Feeling good this week, able to just get back to this volume, so happy with that, and yeah, continue to progress from here. Have a solid week in the bank.